Water, get it, girl.
My mama's cooking. Why? Get a little taste of mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Get a little taste of mama's cooking. Why? Get a little taste of mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Get a little taste of mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. There's a new sheriff in town, bitches. Get a little taste of mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Get a little taste of mama's cooking. 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 Fuck you talking about, nigga. My mama's cooking. My mama's cooking. My mama's cooking. Bitch, you can't do it. I'm gonna get a beat to that. Bitch, you can't do it. Bitch, you can't do it. Bitch, you can't do it. I'm gonna slow it down for the Texas nigga. Bitch, you can't do it. Bitch, you can't do it. Bitch, you can't do it. Fuck you talking about, nigga. Get a little taste of mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Get a little taste of mama's cooking. Why? Get a little taste of mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Get a little taste of mama's cooking.
Yeah, man, get a little taste of mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Mama's cooking. Check this out, man. We're gonna get right into it because we late and we waiting on Chucky them to come up here. I'm gonna text my boy Sino when everybody hit the link. But let's talk about this boy Caleb Wilson, man. Let's talk about this young rising star right here, man. This boy here gonna be a beast for a while now.
The play of the 2026 Summer League. Caleb Wilson going over top of Adu. Can't get close to the rim, but high enough to throw it through.
That boy, he's athletic. He athletic. Shut.
Oh, he want to block. Ill-advised pass leads. Oh,
damn. Where was he at when this play started?
Going over top of Adu. Can't get close to the rim, but high enough to throw it through.
I got to see where was. Okay, so he damn near at half court. Let me slow this thing on down, buddy. Buddy walked him down. Slow this down a little bit more. He walked him down.
Ill-advised pass leads. Oh,
that one of them Tayshaun Prince right there, boy. That one of them LeBron James. He walked him down. Jump from the dotted line. That boy athletic. God dang. He jumped from the dotted line and his head almost hit the rim. Hey, that boy athletic. You hear me, Chucky?
Yes, sir.
God. Boy, look at this right here, boy. That boy, that athletic. Right, he chasing them down from the head. Came and got it. Come here, boy. Still almost hit his head on the rim.
Yeah, young fella had an impressive. He had an impressive summer league for sure.
So I think I got to change my predictions on this rookie of the year. We got to throw him as one of the 1-2 at the top of the race, in my opinion. I like AJ rebounding ability, but this dude is on a team where I think he can play significant minutes right away. This boy got game.
I think they have no choice but to play him significant minutes right away with all.
I can't hear you. Oh, this man got T-Mobile. Check it, you're in T-Mobile action right now. There you go. You back. I said you got T-Mobile Wi-Fi.
You got T-Mobile.
No, you got T-Mobile. I'm in one spot. I'm saying you went out real quick while you was talking. Go ahead and finish what you were saying.
Kwame.
Yeah, I hear you now.
Yeah, you hear me? What I'm saying is he's going to have to play significant minutes, Kwame, because they pretty much cleaned house right before the trade deadline, where they got rid of almost everybody that they had. That they was, with the exception of a couple of guys like Josh Giddey, and them guys. So he gonna have to play major minutes.
Yeah, but if he plays major minutes, how many shots do you think he can get? If he can get around, I think he can easily get 15 shots, 20 shots a game on that team.
I think they structuring everything and building around him, to be honest with you.
They're gonna have to.
Yeah, that kid can play, man. That man do a little bit of everything, and for his age, he's very, very mature, bro. Very, very mature.
So where do you see his game needing any help at? Because like you said, I think he does everything from an offensive standpoint. I don't really see many holes in his game. Maybe get a little stronger.
Obviously, he's going to have to be stronger. Obviously, he's going to have to shoot it better. You understand what I'm saying? But for guys like him, it's just going to be really about how fast can he get used to the speed of the game, how fast can he learn the tricks of the trades from the veterans. You know how that goes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Once he learns, and the scouting report on him, and he gets used to seeing these guys, these teams, I mean, the sky's the limit. You know what I mean? The sky's the limit for that. And that kid's mature. That kid's athletic. He can score it on 3 levels. He can score mid range. He can score. Obviously he's getting exposed to shooting the ball from range. And he can score. Because of his athleticism, obviously he can score around the rim.
Yeah.
So
I'm impressed that he tries on both ends of the court. He don't seem like a guy that's just trying to score. He gave a real effort against one of the Boozer kid. So I think he's one of the guys that you can, like you said, you can actually build a franchise around him because he wants to win. He wants to be that staple to play. A lot of these guys are playing on both ends of the court now.
Yeah. I mean, they're trying to. One thing that I enjoy about watching these guys today, the newer guys are starting to become more complete and all-around players. They're not just playing offense now. You know what I'm saying? They're playing both on the offensive end and the defensive end, and that's one of the most impressive things that I also think about it.
And they all got daddies. I'm gonna run this in the background while you're talking. But they all got daddies too. That's the thing that we got to point out. A lot of these kids that are the best players now, they have both mother and father in the household, and they giving it up to pops too.
Yeah, I think, and I'm gonna speak on this, right? I think that the pops, the dads are the ones that introduce the guys to the game most of the time, but it be them women that be the backbone to the situation, because you know how it is, Kwame. I mean, sometimes that thing can get hard. Playing basketball can be hard. Your dad getting on you, he constantly on your case, he constantly getting on you, and as a youngin, that mom can either coddle that kid or she could be just as tough as the dad is. And if she's as tough as the dad is, that's reinforcing what the dad is doing, and that's laying a good foundation for the kid. Versus babying them, oh, come on, baby. And then every time he comes into something hard, he runs into his mama.
Yeah, it takes a strong woman to get out the way and allow a man to harden them up. And like you say, back to play.
Absolutely.
You got to back the play, because that's why it take 2. When it's a team effort, she back that play, it lock it on in.
Absolutely, I agree 100% with what you just said.
Yeah, that's why I'm giving both credit, because when you have a team like that, to me, it makes a more, like you said, he's a more mature, well-rounded, solid young man. And if you look at these guys in the draft, they talk and sound beyond their years. And I think you get that baseline when you have that mother's love and you got that father's discipline.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But this kid is going to be very, very special. I think the Chicago Bulls did a good thing. And hey, I was saying this even before he got drafted, even before Summer League, that he could be the pick of the draft.
Mm-hmm.
I've been saying that because I watched him at North Carolina.
But hold on now. You see the young man he dunked on now. The young man he dunked on from LA. He a beast too now.
Yeah, I mean he's a beast too, but I mean there's a difference, Kwame. You know this. There's a difference between going into a franchise to help someone versus
being the man.
Being the guy. You understand what I'm saying? Like, Carr is a really good player, but he's going to LA to help Luka. He ain't going to LA to be the guy.
Mm-hmm.
This kid, Caleb Wilson, is going to Chicago to be the guy.
Look at this. Even when he make a mistake, watch this right here. Look at what happened when he make a mistake. He got himself ripped, right? Watch this. He don't give up on the play. He jumped way before that kid jumped. This guy gonna be a defensive special. Look at this. Give me that shit.
That kid has a crazy upside.
I'm trying to tell you, it didn't go out of bounds. The body control to still be able to handle the ball. Now, once he get his handles down a little better, because he got to work on that. That's one thing I see. He got handles, but he need a little bit more. When you talk about how quick these guards' hands are.
And in my opinion, Caleb Wilson probably had the most upside of any player in the 2026 draft.
Because that play right there, if that was Jalen Brunson, that's going to be a foul.
And I spoke to a number of NBA general managers, and I got that information from them as well. They kind of, I said it, and then they came back and doubled down on it and kind of confirmed it. So that's kind of what everybody's thinking. So, you could be saying, oh man, Chicago Bulls could have gotten the best player, but we don't know. That remains to be seen.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you think they're gonna play him at eventually? He has the ability to fill out a little bit. He looks like a 3-4 or 2-3 at times, but I think he's gonna be 3-4, bro. That's what I think. I think he's gonna eventually, as he get older, I think he can slide through the 4 and be like a offensive Robert Horry. Like, not to disrespect Robert Horry. Robert Horry is cold. But I'm saying, like, he has more of a, you can throw him the ball and get a bucket, but he can stretch the floor. Maybe like a Chris Bosh, not a Robert Horry.
They're comparing the kid to Kevin Garnett. Everybody that I'm here talking about.
You don't think he shoot better than Kevin?
Probably at the age that he is now. But I mean, Kevin is as he got older into the league, he became deadly from a number. He became deadly from a lot of spots, right?
You're right.
And then you got to think also, Kevin was 7'1", man. So when he turned around with that ball up in the air,
he can't see nothing.
You can't get to him.
He can't see you. He can't see nothing.
He can't see you. So it's gonna be interesting to see. It's gonna be interesting to see how Caleb rounds his game out, man. All of those guys got to round their games out. They still got to get better. They still got to continuously, evolve as basketball players. So it's gonna be interesting. I mean, this kid got a lot of tools to work with, though. A lot of tools.
Look at that shot. Core. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, man.
Core.
And
what's up, you just standing and done? What's up with you?
Man, what's up, Kwame? What's good, Chucky, man? Appreciate y'all fellas letting me on, man. Good morning, y'all.
What's up, man? Good morning. How you doing this morning, brother?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I'm from the DMV, actually, man. I told this to Kwame before. I was a young kid when y'all was playing with the Wizards, man. So, Chucky, I grew up watching you, man. You and Kwame, fans of both of y'all. I appreciate y'all fellas, man.
Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, but I actually made a video, put it up on my YouTube a couple of weeks ago before the draft. I ranked all the prospects. And I said AJ was my number 1, and I had Caleb number 2.
Okay.
And to be honest, like I had him and AJ very close, and then I had
Yeah.
Bruiser right behind Caleb, and I had Darren Peterson fourth. I'm not saying I don't like Peterson. I just
Right.
didn't like him as much as the other prospects. But to
Right.
add on to what y'all was saying real quick, the crazy thing is, I don't know if y'all know this, Kwame and Chucky, Caleb Wilson only hit 7 threes his whole college career. Now, I know he missed a lot of games with injury, but he did play enough games to make more than 7. That wasn't really a strong part of his game. And I know y'all seen the other day, one of his games, he went 7 from 11 from 3. And that's what I like the most about Caleb is his mindset, his work ethic, his intangibles. You can see he really won it. And that proves that right there, the fact that he wasn't even known as a shooter coming out. But then in the summer league, he making 7 threes in one game. And you can see if you watch his little YouTube videos, he put out his videos working out and stuff. The dude is a dog, man. He a worker, he a dog. I like the KG comparison, y'all, but I'm very impressed with him. Like you said, his shooting talent is a little higher than KG's. He's athletic. He might not have the motor that KG had, but he does have a high motor. He's very versatile. I'm very impressed with Caleb Wilson, y'all. I mean, like I'm super impressed. I mean, I had him as my second prospect, but this dude might actually be the best one when it's all said and done. And I'm a Wizards fan, and I love AJ, and I'm happy we picked AJ. But that's how I think of Caleb, man. He right up there with AJ, in my opinion.
I couldn't agree with you more, bro. Like, and I would say this. I would even go on to say that I would match his motor with KG's motor. You understand what I'm saying? And I believe that he could have shot threes in college, but sometimes coaches don't necessarily encourage those guys to shoot the ball like that. Whereas now in the NBA, you know, it's okay to be stretchy, if you know what I mean, as far as a big man. So I think that, like, you don't just automatically go from not shooting threes to automatically shooting NBA threes and making 7 of them in a game.
And step back. Did you see this one right here?
Right.
I'm like, damn, he don't shoot threes. Watch this one.
Right.
He playing with the ball with him. He playing with it.
You don't just do that, bro. That's an NBA 3. That's not no college 3. That's not no FIBA 3. That's an NBA 3, bro. That's 23 feet.
And to feel that comfortable doing it?
Right.
Nah, just like Kwame said, off the dribble 2 step back, that's what makes him more impressive.
That's tough, bro. Like he could have done that at North Carolina. They just didn't want him to do it. In my opinion.
Right. Hey, Chucky, I believe you are correct with that because, like you said, especially college, the college is more. The coaches have.
It's a system. They got to play in a system. They got to play in a
Exactly.
system in college.
Exactly. The coach have more of an influence. They will like hold you back in certain ways, like you said. So I believe that 100%.
The system. He is the system now in the league. He is the system.
Hey, there you go. Like I said, I had him. You know what really got my attention last year watching Caleb? At the beginning of the season, I watched Boozer kind of do whatever he wanted to do to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched them play. I watched Carolina Duke at North Carolina the first time when Caleb actually played.
Yeah.
And he was so athletic and so rangy. That was the first time all year that I had seen Boozer have any type of problems with somebody. And I was like, oh, Boozer kind of have problems with guys that are athletic.
Mm-hmm. Especially when you can't bully him.
Absolutely. So I'm like, okay. And then I watched Caleb not back down to him like, hey, I'm going to be here all game. Like, forget that. It's on.
Yeah.
It's between me and you. No differently than he did in the first Summer League game against each other. Where they went at each other, and it was like, all right, anything you do, I'm going to do, and I'm going to do it better. And that lets me know that.
But that's what we need more of. I'm happy that these guys ready to compete and not join fucking teams. I hope they don't do like the people they saw before them and start joining up because I want them to compete for years to come.
Yeah, I agree, Kwame. And also Cameron, he also took that. I was impressed with him with that same game too, Chucky, because he took on the challenge. You could see like he understood the assignment and he knew like he had to show off against Caleb. And I don't know if y'all peeped this play. Like one time he picked up Caleb 94 feet and then he plucked him at half court.
And plucked him at half court and went in there.
I was like, whoa, I didn't like to see that because Caleb my guy, but at the same time I was very impressed with Boozer by seeing that.
I want to keep this rivalry going for the next 10 years. I want them to compete. This could be one of the best draft class, not the best, but one of the best.
Bro, we got a lot of rivals brewing in this draft, right?
Mm-hmm.
Think about this. You got Darius Acuff Jr., you got Michael Brown Jr., you got Keegan, you got Keegler, Wagler. Hey, look, and you got Kingston Fleming.
Yeah,
you're right. All of them are in the same little group.
I'm looking forward to seeing Darius Acuff Jr. play against Michael Brown.
What's going on, Mets 21-28? What's going on, brother?
Not much. I've heard some of your work, Mr. Brown, and I just figured maybe I'll just hop in once in a while. And nice to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you as well. We got Chucky and we got easier said than done up here on the panel as well.
Salute,
man.
What you got on it? What's your take on the new guys coming in, the new draft class?
Well, it's probably the best crop we've seen that I've heard about since at least the 2017 or 2018 classes, at least in terms of talent quality. The big question is, can guys like DeBonsta, Peterson, Boozer, and Wilson keep their teams from going in the tanking? With the new anti-tanking rules for the draft that go into effect this coming season, teams like Brooklyn, Washington, Utah, Memphis, and a couple of others that we know generally 9 times out of 10 are going to suck, are going to be under the gun to play competitive. You can't self-sabotage yourself this time around. Will this keep them out of that particular bait? Will these players keep them out of this particular basement? I'd say yes. But get them over their specific humps to where they can actually, at minimum, get into the play-in tournament? I'm not really sure for this season.
I don't think so.
I think some of them still go do what they do.
and here's why I say that. And the reason why I say that is you need more than just one. Like none of those teams that you're talking about, with the exception of I think probably the Utah Jazz, are just one player away.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? You understand?
And everybody can't make the play in anyway.
Right.
Like that with the way that these particular teams, and also I forgot about the Pelicans tanked. You're basically putting the lower tier, the F to D tier teams under a gun to not tank this time around.
Yeah, but I also feel like it's kind of unfair to have those expectations on these young players. Besides maybe AJ, because we have, I'm saying I'm a Wizards fan, because we do have Trey and AD, 2 veteran all-star level guys. So our expectations could be a little higher. But as far as Utah, Chicago, teams like that, even Memphis, I don't think that's fair to even say to be trying to be looking for a playoffs next year. Maybe the year after that, we can start, judging them like that. But this year, I'm not even judging those teams for the playoff success because, like I said, those guys are those teams' best player. Caleb is the best player for the Bulls. Cameron is the best player for the Grizzlies. Darren Peterson, I agree with Chucky, maybe Utah too, because Chucky, you're right. They got a lot of talent over there. So
they got talent,
expectations for them, but overall, I don't really put expectations on rookies to take their teams to the playoffs. I feel like that's a little unfair.
Yeah.
Right.
The way that happened, the way those rookies can take their teams to the playoffs are diamonds in the rough nowadays.
Right. And think about this too. Is it really considered tanking if you just got a bad team?
And that's another thing. Chucky. I'm so glad you said that because I felt that way when they changed the rule. I get it, man. Philly.
Well, that's how they judged everybody else, though, Chucky. You can't change it now, though, because they've been judging it that way. They didn't matter about the team when Melo and MJ and everybody played. If you didn't make the playoffs, they judge you for it.
Right. Well, I get that, Kwame. But what I'm saying to you, take a team like Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
Right. The Brooklyn Nets was the worst team in the NBA last year.
That's karma. They chose to be the worst team.
Yeah, but what I'm saying to you is, you can't sit there and tell me they tanking. Hell, they losing every game anyways.
They suck, right? I agree with Chucky. Some teams legitimately suck.
You got to think about why New York sucked. New York started forcing people to put things in their body that they didn't want in their body. New York started doing things that they shouldn't have done. It should have been about basketball and not about politics. Who the fuck want to play in New York?
Kwame, I feel what you're saying, like on a deeper level, 100%. But the only reason why that doesn't work because the Knicks just won the championship, Kwame.
Yeah, but the Knicks got a different light than the Knicks got a different light than the fucking Nets, than the Brooklyn Nets. Come on now, there's a difference.
You right.
People will go to New York for the off the court money. People will go to New York for the history, for the off the court money, for the popularity that you're gonna get being a Knick, especially being a winning Knick. But they don't have that history in Brooklyn, so Brooklyn should have been a part of that.
Kwame, let me ask you, Kwame, let me ask you a question. Let me ask everybody on the panel this: if the Brooklyn Nets next year, and I'm just using Brooklyn as an example, right? Because my nephew is near and dear to me. He plays for the Brooklyn Nets. He got drafted for them with the number 6 pick, Michael. So
that's your nephew. Oh, shout out, man. He a dog.
Yeah.
He a dog. He gonna be like that.
Absolutely. So now, if the Brooklyn Nets, if the Brooklyn Nets end up being 32-50 next year, were we saying that they're tanking?
No.
I would say that they're in a rebuild.
They just
because there are such things as rebuild. You know, you trade away your talent, you got to rebuild.
But
I agree with Chucky. I think Chucky's point is, and I agree with Chucky. Like the tampering, I mean the tanking rule is kind of it's kind of weird, and it can be a bad thing because like a team like the Brooklyn Nets, who is legitimately bad, like they're not trying to lose, they're just not good enough to win.
That rule is not going to.
They gotta pay the price.
But listen, that rule is not going to apply. That rule is not going to apply to them. There are teams that are good enough to win that will sit out their starters and that will no longer try to win games. They don't want that to happen. They're not trying to go after a bad team.
But what I'm saying is, Kwame, and I think it's what Chucky's saying. Teams like the Brooklyn Nets are going to suffer in result of that. Like teams that are that even they try their hardest, they still not going to win, Kwame. Like,
but that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a consequence. There's a side effect to everything. When they put in a rule, everybody's not going to like it. Everybody's not going to benefit from it. That's just going to be a side effect of the rule. But the overall thing is that they're trying to go after teams that have talent on their teams, and they tank games just to get draft picks. So that team might just fall up under that.
Utah did. So like Utah had talent. They got marketing. They got all these good young players. They got some veterans mixed up in there. They started the season off strong, and then they have a couple of injuries throughout the course of the season, and they say, "Hey man, we trying to get AJ DeBonsa, man. We finna just tank for the rest of the season." I get that. I get that part.
But you know what happened when you start doing too much things like that? That's a byproduct of it. You know, when guys start getting caught running through metal detectors with marijuana, now you got 4 tests instead of 1, and it affects people different. What's going on, Mets?
And adding on to that, I mean, let's look at the reasons why the Nets tend to suck. Not ever since they left New Jersey. The biggest reason being they try too hard to take the shortcut, get rich quick schemes. Their playoff teams that they've had mostly built on aging core free agents, and it's blown up in their face in the long term. Also, when they draft, they're too guard heavy. They need to get more guys with length in the wings and in the front and in the middle. And it's constantly blown up in their face. And I don't think Georgie Lopez is that competent of a coach, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah. I agree with your points right there for sure. Especially the trying to take the shortcuts and things like that. But Chucky, I'm gonna ask you this since Michael, your nephew, I didn't know that. Like I said, I know that's your nephew, so you biased. But what do you think about them going for your nephew instead of Darius Acuff in Brooklyn? Like, what do you think about those two in comparison?
I think that they're both really, really good guards. You know, hey, look, it's 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. Some people like certain things. You understand what I'm saying? Like, for me, if I got two guards and one of them and they're similar, I'm gonna go with the bigger guy.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Because if you're looking at these playoffs, if you looked at the 2026 playoffs, look at the guards that were in the playoffs, that were in there, that were running deep in the playoffs. They all 6'4", 6'5", 6'6".
That's a fact. Except for Brunson.
Except for Brunson, right? So you're looking at the Brooklyn Nets. They're up under new regime right now. New ownership, new general managers. They're trying to rebuild. So they're rebuilding their stuff right now behind a 4.5 guard that's super duper athletic, that's crazy athletic, that can shoot the ball from deep, that has a high basketball IQ. All he has to do is get used to the NBA game. So if they're trying to change their ways and get better, and obviously it's gonna take longer than a year because, like I said, they're not a team that's only one player away.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And I feel like they got screwed last year too because they had 5 first-round draft picks last year, if y'all remember. And
hold on, y'all said y'all said this boy couldn't shoot. Hold on, y'all said this boy couldn't shoot in college. Look at the confidence now, though. Where did he get this from?
Working out, Kwame. And like
1, 2, 3, first side 3-pointer. Listen, but do you know how many people work on their jump shot, and don't have the confidence to pull up first side down the court 3-pointer?
Kwame, I'm gonna say this.
This kid is more than upside with him. This boy got some talent.
I'm gonna say this to you, and Kwame, you know this. There are some pro guys that play totally different in the summertime than they play when it's time when they playing for money.
Popcorn ain't popping yet.
You understand what I'm saying? What I'm saying is when this kid been playing pickup ball and he been doing this thing, this is how he been playing. Now when he got to North Carolina, hey man, we want you to be around here because you're athletic. We want you to do this. We want you to do that, and they kind of stunted him a little bit.
That's crazy, Chucky. Because now you saying that, I'm looking back at watching North Carolina games. I see exactly what you're saying. They had him playing the dunker spot a lot, like they didn't let him operate like how you operate right now. You
don't just. Hey, listen. So you mean to tell me from February? Because you got to remember, this kid ain't really had. When y'all seen him in the summer league, he hadn't really played no basketball games since February.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you don't just get this that quick.
You don't just come out all of a sudden. Hey man, I'm gonna wake up today and I'm just gonna start dunking. I ain't never dunked a day in my life.
Yeah, it don't happen like that, bro. He got that much. That's why I was like, that's why I had to stop it. Like he got that much confidence that quick.
Yeah, man. Come on,
like
man.
That's a lot. That's quick.
That kid been able to have that. He been had that skill set. Just like,
hey, listen, if he can improve that quick, I hate to see him in 2 years.
Hey, I'll give you another example. I don't know if y'all seen this video. Y'all remember if y'all seen a video of Kevin Garnett playing one-on-one against all the stars in the USA Olympic team?
Mm.
Yeah,
y'all do know. You know they was playing full court one-on-one, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't none of those guys?
Yeah, I remember that. I remember seeing that clip.
Why didn't none of those guys pressure him 94 feet?
Shit, he was going right by him.
Yeah, but you never seen him bring the ball up in the game.
No, very, very seldomly, no. Cause shit, he
young KG.
The guards he
young
played
KG.
with. No. The guard. You got to think about that, Chucky. Hold on now.
No,
you got to think
about. What I'm saying to you, Kwame, is you'll see him get the ball. You'll see him get a rebound.
I understand that, but you got to hear my point. Look at the guards he played with in Minnesota. It would make no sense for Kevin Garnett to bring the ball up. He played with the two of the best guards in the world. What's the one that got hurt all the time? Brandon.
Terrell Brandon.
Terrell Brandon. A monster. Then he got another monster.
Anthony
my
Peeler?
boy,
Marbury.
Marbury. So come on, man. Why would he bring the ball up the court when you got two monster guards like that?
I'm not denying that. But what I'm saying to you is, if he wanted to and handle the ball, he could do it, but he chose not to do it.
I'm sure you got some video of KG bringing it up. But if I'm the coach, outlet that bitch to Stephon Marbury and outlet that motherfucker
Kwame,
to Terrell
you
Brandon.
said Kwame. I'm agreeing with you on that. I'm saying you never seen him handle the ball in a game like he did right there. So he don't just automatically get into practice and handle the ball like that. He been doing that the whole time. Is what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
I'm saying I understand that point, but the point that I'm making is that Kevin Garnett has the ability to bring the ball up because we've seen him do it. But
Right.
if he, even with this young man, if he's on the court with a guard the caliber of the two guards that KG played with, they're not going to let him bring the ball up for Chicago.
I'm
He's
not
not going
arguing
to.
that.
That's too much
You missing
talent
my-
for KG to be bringing the ball up.
You missing my whole point. Kwame.
I didn't miss your point. I understand your point. I'm just saying the point that I'm making. I'm not even talking about yours. I understand your point, but the point that I'm making with the caliber of point guards, damn his ability. The guards that he played with were too good for him to just be bringing the ball up the court. You want to do it once, you want to do it twice, cool. But KG didn't have Lamar Odom level of basketball ability as far as bringing the ball up the court. Who would you rather have bringing the ball up the court, KG or
I don't
LO?
know.
I don't know, Kwame.
Yeah, no way.
Based on what I've seen in the Olympics, based on what I've seen in the Olympics, he could do all the same thing that Lamar can do.
No way, no shape, form.
Okay.
Lamar was a big point guard. There's no way. Now, KG ability, his was more methodical. His was more in the half court. LO can get that ball off the rim and bring it up just as fast as a point guard. There's no way you comparing them coast to coast as far as handling that ball. That's LO's specialty. Trust me, I know that.
Let me get in the middle of this real quick, y'all. Pause. I see both sides, and I agree with both sides. Both of y'all making great points. I think we all know what Kwame, your point. You are correct. But I believe what Chucky is trying to say is he's not necessarily disagreeing with you, Kwame. He's saying
I'm not.
We would have never, like, nobody would have ever thought he was able to do it based on what you see on the game. But if you actually know his game, his capabilities, like he said, he pointed to the USA scrimmage, you can see he's capable of doing that. And let me add on to that. I want to even open up another.
I'm saying he's capable of doing it too, but why do we want to see it with that much talent that he played with?
I was just about to get to that. Listen, I was about to get to that, Kwame.
Hold on.
Then your guard can bring the ball up the court, but we don't want to see that.
The reason why we even got on the whole conversation was they didn't let that boy shoot threes at North Carolina, and now he doing it. That's all we saying.
No. I 100% with the North Carolina statement. I said college is more about a system, so I agree with y'all on that. And I'm saying I agree with you that KG can bring the ball up the court, but just when you got Terrell Brandon and you got that man Stephon Marbury that play like that, we don't want to see you doing that. Get your ass down the court and hit the pick and roll.
Okay. So next year, if Josh Giddey get hot shooting threes, then we shouldn't expect Caleb Wilson to shoot that motherfucker at all. Then.
No. That's not the same thing. That's not the same thing.
And then there are the other guards that Chicago's got, aside from Giddey, who can shoot the three. You got Norman Powell, Isaac Okoro, Trey Jones, all very good three-point shooters, which could take the load off Wilson, where he wouldn't have to shoot it whatsoever unless any of those four are off the court. Because
and for real, it's not even about
looking at the back half of the guard rotation for the Bulls. Can you really trust Mac McClung, Rod Dillingham, Jalen Sillers, or Yuki Kawamura to be a sniper? Not really.
Right.
I really think it's not even about him shooting threes per se. It's about just him having the ability to. And like this is what I want to speak to, Kwame, because I like what Chucky was going with it. And I think that the American basketball players suffer because of some of this mentality. Basically, what you saying, Kwame, I'm not saying you're wrong per se, but because we got guards that are great handlers, we're not going to let our big man that possibly can handle the ball. But
no, they're not.
The European players, somebody like Jokic, he grew up. They teach all their players to do everything. So now you got a 7 foot, 280 pound dude that know how to play the point guard, and now he coming to the America and dominate, winning MVPs. Now, if y'all remember young Shaq, and I know y'all remember this, even young Shaq used to get the ball and go coast to coast sometimes, and everybody go crazy, and it would be like a spectacle, like you said, Kwame. You could do it once or twice, but don't do it too much, big dog. But why though? Because why though? If the coaches that Shaq had throughout his youth and leading to his NBA career would have pushed him to be a better ball handler, a better passer and stuff, he could have been a version of Jokic before Ja, like, because Shaq can pass. Shaq did have the ability to dribble.
Hold on, big dog. Hold on, big dog. Hold on, big dog. Hold on.
These players could have been like more versatile, Kwame.
All right, hold on, bro. You rambling on, and I know you hear me. So when I say hold on, I'm gonna need you to hold on. I gotta give some pushback. We can't have that much rambling going on. So I'm not arguing the way this thing go. The way it go is the way it go. American basketball has always suffered for that same point. I've said this over and over on my lives. That American basketball, the reason why we're not as good as we used to be is because everybody played all positions. Now they're teaching big men to do certain things. The NBA has labeled guys to 2, 3, and D. So I don't know why you arguing the point with me when the NBA is designating guys to set screens. They're designating bigs not to handle the ball. So it wasn't until Draymond Green, Lamar Odom, Darius Miles, and certain guys that were bigger guys that came in the league and broke the mold. Darius probably was a little bit before his time. Lamar Odom was a guy that they designated to bring the ball up the floor. But if they don't designate you to bring that ball up the floor, you bet not dribble that motherfucker. And it doesn't matter the skill set that you have. It matters the team that you get drafted to and the players that you're playing with. If you were a scorer in college and they already got Kobe on that team, you better learn how to play motherfucking defense and hit an open shot. If you play with LeBron, it's the same exact thing. So don't think just because you got a skill set, you're going to come into this league and be able to just show that skill set. If you get drafted to a team that already has that, you better figure out something else to do or your ass ain't going to play. Tony Allen, all of these guys can score more than what they put out in the league. Chucky Atkins, Kwame Brown, everybody. But if you don't figure out what that team needs from you, then it's over. Look at this cat. Let me screenshot this real quick.
Yeah, Gilbert a fool.
Let me screenshot that real quick.
Now I agree with your point, Kwame, Fars, because I know for a fact I didn't, I got a couple people I just spoke to that have been around the NBA and whatnot. Like it's what you said plays a factor more than people understand. Like they like marginalize you. They put you in a certain role or whatever. Like, so you might be capable of doing more, but they put you in a certain box sometimes, and I do understand that to be true, Kwame. So I'm not arguing with you with that at all, man. I'm definitely not arguing.
No. I just got to be able to give pushback on certain things. I got to be able to give, because you're giving your perspective, and I understand it, but they got to be an NBA perspective as well. And the NBA perspective is they'll give you a handbook, and they'll say this is what they'll tell you in the NBA. They'll tell you write down on a note card what you think this team want from you. And you turn that motherfucker in. And then they'll give you a note card back on to tell you how they want you to play and what they want from you. Because this is no longer what you think it is. The NBA is the business of basketball. And if guys listening to their homies and talking about, dog, you used to cross over at the park over here, your ass gonna be home. Your ass gonna be home. You better go in there and figure out what that coach, what that team need from you. And the guys that know how to do that are the guys that stay in this league. The guys that do all that, man, I'm a scorer, man, I'm a this, man, I used to handle the ball. Your ass gonna be up out of here.
True.
Okay. Nah, that's a fact too. Because like I said, I didn't have people tell me similar things, and I could see it from the outside looking in. I definitely can see it, Kwame. So I'm not arguing your point. I'm
mad that Chucky shit on mute because he could tell you.
Yeah, now
Chucky had what they need from you.
Yeah, like for the Wizards back in the day with y'all, they needed Chucky to be the veteran, the grown up, come in, hit a couple threes, get a couple buckets. I could tell that's what they told you to do, Chucky. I could tell. That's what they told you to do with the Wizards, Chucky. I could see it.
Shit, and with the
Pistons,
Lakers, they probably
with the
told him
Pistons,
get the ball
I
to
remember
Kobe.
Chucky with the Pistons too, though. It was a little different. I think it was a little different. He did a little more.
I bet with the Lakers, they told him get the ball to Kobe. Don't you worry about nothing else. Get the ball to Kobe.
Facts.
I guarantee fucking Ted.
But who y'all think? Okay, so who you been impressed with the most in the Summer League, Kwame? I know we talked about Kayla. He might be the answer. But if he is the answer, tell me somebody else that you've been very impressed with as far as the top picks.
Oh boy, Carr. And I like Darius, what is it? Acuff?
Acuff, yeah.
Acuff, man, that boy can go.
Yeah,
That boy can go.
Nice.
And he shoot that ball, boy. He's not shy.
Well, that's probably one of the more underrated.
He definitely can shoot. Yeah, that's funny because when I asked Chucky about it, like I said, I know he a little biased. I'm not trying to, be funny. I'm just being realistic. But I wanted to see his perspective on Michael Brown versus Acuff because the Nets.
Let me ask you this: San Antonio is going to suck even with that guy, but that's just a bad team. So, do you think that tanking rule is going to affect them if they keep? I think if they take him out the game and sit him, then they're going to assume that they tanking. But if they let him play throughout the season, because fans will still come to see the best player play. And I think it takes away from their experience if you sit these guys. And I think that's why they upset.
That's a fact. And to your point, it's obviously the worst teams, the teams that's really bad, that's not trying to suck, but end up sucking anyway, they gonna suffer the consequences more than anything. But the point of that rule was to stop the teams that can be better to actually try to win. So that's the point of the rule, Kwame. The point of the rule was to try to get the middle class teams that, like you said, the Jazz from last year. Y'all could have put marketing out there. Y'all could have played Triple J at the end of the season.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, so the difference is that as long as you play your good guys, your draft picks, you're not going to be affected by the rule. I understand what the NBA is doing. I done bought this kid marketing's jersey. I want to see him play. Whether you win or lose or not, get your ass out there on the floor because I'm paying money for this.
But this the point. This the point that I think Chucky was making. And I also agree with this point, Kwame. That's why I want you to understand. I feel like for example, the Brooklyn Nets, they are not trying to be bad. They're just bad. So
I think you two are missing. I think you two are missing the point. It's not about being good or bad. It's about when I'm marketing to the fans that I got this draft pick. They just drafted somebody for Brooklyn. If you sit that guy out with 20 games left in the season because you're trying to get a draft pick, how do we get the fans to come to the game when you're losing and you done set the draft picks down? So that's all the NBA is saying. You're going to be penalized for sitting those draft picks, not for winning and losing. They can't determine winning and losing. They can determine whether you sit them damn draft picks, though. They're selling season ticket seats. They're trying to market the game, and you sitting the best players out. They can't do that. Yeah, but this hate Gilbert Arenas got for this channel is diabolical, boy. Look at it. How many times you want to pay that you want to hate, boy? God damn, boy. Just get on up out of here, hater. I thought you just got a deal. He must ain't get the deal he got, y'all. He must ain't. He trying to start a beef because he didn't get that deal that y'all thought he got, boy. He want to pay the flag or bus with 200 people in the chat. Jealous hearted ass dude.
At least he's supporting the channel, At least he's supporting the channel, man.
Huh?
I said at least he's supporting the channel, man. So salute the
No, they can get those super chats back. It's all for show. They can go right after that and reverse the payment. That's for sure.
Oh, wow.
It's diabolical.
I ain't know that. That's crazy.
That's crazy. He's been hating on me. That's all he do.
Ever since you were teammates.
Man, that's crazy, man. Like I
said, man, because I'm sexy, man. You gotta look at me, man. It's always like this. What some people pay for, other people get for free.
Hello.
I didn't mean to ask you guys. I mean, we
all
know the top four with the draft pick, with top four of the draft. I think the most underrated in this draft
for sure.
Is Yaxel Lendenborg. What do you guys think of him?
But I'm interested to see how this rule going.
You said who now? Hold on. He said he asked the question. I don't think he can hear you. You said what's his name?
Yaxel Lindenberg.
Yatso Lindenberg.
Yeah, the 16.
I ain't gonna
The
lie,
16.
I haven't heard of him.
No, that's the 16 guy that was the star of the Michigan team.
Yeah, they just won a championship in the summer league, Kwame. He would go to state.
I didn't watch him play. I was all with the car dude, the Arcoof. I haven't seen him play.
He's tough. He's a 6'10", big body, can do a number of different things. Can shoot the ball from the perimeter, can go down low and score a little bit. He's gonna be a perfect fit. He's like if y'all can remember, what's the kid that they just got rid of to the Hawks?
Kuminga.
He's like the replacement for Kuminga and can do a little
Chucky,
bit.
Kuminga got rid of his damn self. He don't want to take no deal.
However you want to call it, but he's like that type of athletic guy.
Kuminga turned down the money. You act like they ain't want to give that man no bread. He turned that bread down. That boy crazy.
That man ain't get offered the money that he thought he was worth, Kwame.
Man, how much more do you want?
I don't know. Hey man, I don't know. You asking the wrong guy. But
I thought nobody offered him nothing the way you was talking about him. Shit, that was enough.
No, I'm talking about Lindenberg is a taller version of him, but he got a little bit more Draymond Green in him as well. So he's gonna be somebody good for the Warriors, especially if he can sit back and he can learn a little bit from Draymond.
So he's a high energy guy.
A high energy guy can do a little bit of everything at 6'10".
Yeah, he's more skilled though, Kwame. He's more like a better skill version of Kuminga. He has a better IQ, a better feel for the game. That I feel like he's gonna fit in well with Golden State because of that. He can shoot. He's versatile. He's a versatile defender. Like Chucky said, he has great size. He's like 6'9". Big body, strong. He has an NBA ready body. The only reason why he fell that far, to be honest, is because he's 23. He's 23. He's an older college player. Like if it wasn't for that, he would have got drafted earlier for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I like Lindenberg a lot, man. He a dog for sure. But dog, did y'all see that Stephon Castle just grew 2 inches? They said over the summer. They say he's 6'8" now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the Spurs. I just seen the Spurs just put that out there.
Damn, he's still young. How old is he?
Yeah,
like 21. Like 21.
Probably not.
I grew till I was 21. I grew till I was 22. Matter of fact. So yeah, that can happen.
Y'all
Shit, think about this. Wemby can grow some more.
Y'all got different kind of workouts and all that, Kwame. So I'm not surprised.
But just think if Wemby came into the league young, is he 20? Is he 22 yet? 23?
Yeah, he's 22. 22.
Oh yeah, he might be right at done because he could have grew a little bit.
Yeah, I think Wemby did grow like 1 inch since he came into the league. I think he grew like another inch. Yeah,
I'm waiting on him to fill out, get his grown man weight on him, and so people can't just push him around. I hope he don't just stay that thin. He just need to get a base. You don't even need to bulk up upper body. He just need to get some more legs and some get rooted in his base.
That's it, Kwame. Everybody trying to get up under him. Man. He about to deal with that his whole career.
Pushed him out of the post, his inability to box out.
Yeah,
and he also has to work on his stamina because it is absolutely pathetic.
I think Chuck's talking. I think his phone might be muffled.
Yeah, your mic is low, bro. Yeah, but I think Wemby got good stamina. I just think once it gets physical for him, he got to get his cardiovascular. His cardiovascular is good. It's just when he gets physical, he gets tired. So he got to get his strength up. He got to hit that weight room, do some squats, get in your base. And I think the reason why he get pushed off the spot is because he's trying to get to a spot. You got to stop at a spot that you want to be pushed to. So
let me ask you a question.
What's up?
Go ahead. How much weight?
As a big, if I'm trying to go across the paint, I know I'm going to get shoved. So I'm not just going to run across the paint. I'm going to sit down in the paint and let you shove me to the spot that I want. So now I catch it right where I want it at. And it's the sweet spot. And he's so big, he can just turn and he got you. But he's running to the actual spot and then getting shoved another foot out and he catching it by the 3-point line.
How much weight do y'all think he's going to put on?
I'd say about 10, 15 pounds.
What I'm saying is not more based in weight. It's more based in strength. He needs more leg strength. And based on that, I think they should ban him up. You know, Silver Fox, like in LA. You was with the Silver Fox. They need to put some bands on him and make him get down in his stance and work on getting to a spot and sitting there and being solid in that spot. And whatever weight comes because of that, then it comes because of that. But he needs a solid base. The Silver Fox will get him right. If you've been through the Silver Fox training, you went through Arnie training. That'll get him a base.
Yeah, once he get that, he's gonna be unstoppable, Kwame. That's the only thing deterring him right now. Is that he don't got that lower body strength. Once he get that,
Chucky knows exactly what I'm talking about. Because guess what? Tayshaun Prince didn't put on a bunch of weight, but you didn't see nobody pushing him off his spot either.
True. Yeah, he was a wiry, strong dude, man. That was my guy.
Yeah, because that stuff Arnie Cannon was doing in Detroit, you wasn't pushing nobody off no spot.
I'm mad.
And they got Arnie Cannon down there in Orlando working with Blanchario.
Yep.
So he's sitting down and he's starting to get healthy. He had one of his best seasons last year. So that shit is proven. It worked.
What y'all think? I don't know if y'all even want to talk about this, but would y'all want to talk about the LeBron James situation or not?
Yeah, I want to know where he's going. The whole league, me and Chucky was talking about it the other night. The whole motherfucking league waiting on LeBron James. They holding up Christmas, Thanksgiving. They holding up everything for LeBron.
I think he's doing that shit just because of that, Kwame. Just to soak up all that.
Hey, guess what? Man. If I was 41 going on 42 and I could do that, I would do it too.
You've been the face for 20 years, Kwame. Like, come on, man.
I would do it too. That shit just crazy.
About to be 21.
Come on, like enough is enough, man. Like it's
crazy.
No, look, I ain't gonna lie. Part of me 100% agree with you, Kwame. But another side of me is saying it's something about a grown ass man who's rumored to about to be a grandfather or something like that. That still want to be the center of attention and all that, like you some type of high school kid, bro.
But you wouldn't do it too.
I don't think I'd do it, Kwame, to be honest. I understand, though. It's not. I'm not going to sit there and cap and act like I don't get it.
Can I ask you a question? What is he doing wrong?
What he doing wrong is he's not necessarily doing nothing wrong. I'm going to go ahead and catch myself right there. I'm not going to make it seem like he's doing anything wrong. I just am a little disappointed about how he still like want to be the center of attention. And I get it. You used to it. You have the ability to do it. So, like Kwame said, if I could do it, if most people could do it, they will do it. So I 100% agree.
Hey, I would do it. I'm sorry.
But listen, what if he's genuinely up in the air about where he want to go?
That ain't how LeBron is too meticulous for that. I think he knew where he wanted to go a long time ago.
Exactly. That's I'm with Kwame on that.
I'm just saying. I'm gonna be honest with it. I'm gonna be honest. Although, because I answered this question truthfully. Although I feel like LeBron is meticulous like that, I would still do it. Just because, fuck you. Why not? It's my last hurrah. Why not? I earned the right to be able to do this. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, but listen, how do y'all feel about just his whole the ending of his career is coming up? Like, if he said he looking for happiness. But
man, that's bullshit. He looking for which team to go to get a goddamn on ring. Come on now. Somebody said he's going to Philly.
That's what I'm saying. He's full of it. He's full of it. You think he's going to Philly?
That's what they say, that he's going to Philly.
If he go to Philly, that's clearly the reason why, because he's ring chasing. There's no other reason.
Right. Even Kendrick Perkins said that, but why not ring chase? I would too. Who the fuck? I don't know why he said that in the beginning. I believe that LeBron been ring chasing his whole career. Every player has been ring chasing. Why is that even a thing? If I could have won a ring every goddamn year that I was in the league, I would have won a ring every year. Everybody, that's the prize. We want a ring. What's the prize?
Every player not ring chasing, though, Kwame. That's why I need. That's the difference, though.
But I'm saying, where did that term come from? It's just not a real thing to me.
It's not. But listen, everybody doesn't get graded the same. When we talk about the greatest and people that's in the GOAT debate, That's a
true.
different category than like the average NBA player. You feel me? The average
I'll give you
NBA
that.
player that's going to get a ring, that's cool. But when
I'll give you that.
when you supplant yourself, not the media, not the public, when you plant yourself in the middle of the GOAT debate, now we looking and judging you differently. That's the
Okay.
point that I don't think LeBron fans like register in their head. We not, and then it's like they'll bring up other people. These people are not.
I don't got no
quote,
argument
unquote,
with
in
that
the
one,
GOAT
bro.
debate.
I don't got no
Huh?
argument with that, Chucky. You got an argument against that one?
I don't
have no argument against that one.
I don't have any argument with that. I think that LeBron James has earned the right to go where the hell he want to go, and he can take as long as he want to take. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I do think that, you know, if you going, I mean, shit, if you wanted to end it in Cleveland, you can go ahead. You could have been said you was going to Cleveland.
I don't think he done after this year, bro. I think that's why he taking so long. I think he got 2 years. 2, maybe even 3.
I think he got 2 years too, Kwame.
He been hitting at it. The man say I can score 10 points in the league till I'm 65. And I thought about it. I said 60, goddamn 5. Wait a minute. Hold on now. Well, that's another 20. How many years? How old he is? This man saying he can score 10 points for another 20 years. Damn.
Yeah, I think he's serious too. He believed that.
Man, ain't no damn way, man. The younger these guys get, do you know how more athletic these guys are going to be in 20 years?
I'm saying he believed that. I'm not saying I agree with him. But LeBron has, he has a very high opinion of himself, as he should. He's a great all-time player. But I think he believes that. But this one of the deeper points. I feel like why he's sticking around for 2 more years. He really want to play with Bryce too, y'all. He want to play with Bryce too, man. He gonna try to whatever team he get on, which most likely gonna be the Cavs. This is why he going to the Cavs, because he gonna be able to do what he want with the Cavs. Him and Rich Paul gonna be able to get a lot of control with the Cavs. If he go to Philly, that's not gonna happen. If he goes to Miami, that's not gonna happen. Cleveland is gonna allow him to the place where he can actually dictate things. Him and his agent, Rich Paul. So once he gets to Cleveland, they're going to facilitate Brown over there. They're going to facilitate Bryce over there. And that last year, like Kwame said, he's not going to play. He's not playing 1 more year. He's playing 2 more years. So after next year, they're going to have the whole send off. It's going to be the tour or whatever. And he's going to have pictures with his sons in every picture. That's like that's his dream. Like I can see that's the play he's going for.
He just said that. He said Bryce averaged 2 points in college. All he got to get is 3 more points. He gonna get drafted. What he talking about?
That's a fact.
True.
That's a fact because we seen Bronny do it. That's a fact.
All he got to do is get his average up 3 more. Shit, he good.
That's a fact.
Hey, y'all talking about? He gonna get drafted.
And this why I don't respect LeBron GOAT status and all that, young. Because Kwame, what you said everybody rank chase. That's not true. Kobe could have went to another team at the end of his career.
No, you're right. They're not chasing. If that's what the terminology meant, like you gotta change teams for it, then I agree. That fucked up everything. But what I thought you was trying to say was that if we want to play for a ring, I think every year, every guy want to be in a position to play for a ring. So LeBron is going to go to a team at this point that's a championship caliber team. So I think he's weighing his options, which one that is. That's what I would be doing at his age. What's the point of playing at this age if you're not trying to win?
And I agree with you, Kwame. But the thing is, he doesn't. The thing about Braun, he's full of it, man. Like he's full of crap. So I believe that's what he really is doing. You believe that, Kwame. But what did he say? Oh, I'm trying to find my happiness. I thought you was the GOAT, though. I thought you was the GOAT, bro. If you're the greatest, you should be at peace with your career and who you are. If you
said he want to play,
believe you're the greatest, you should not have a problem with walking away from the game or finding happiness when you're already the greatest, quote unquote. That's where I'm getting lost at.
He want to play meaningful basketball, man. He ain't ring.
And that's winning basketball. You got to read between the lines.
And when you look at this situation, the 5 possible teams that could grab him: Golden State,
you on mute, bro.
Minnesota, Cleveland, Miami. Okay, that's 6. So sue me. But having said that,
Matt, you on mute.
No, he's not on mute. We hear him. Hey, Easy, you might have to drop and come back. You can't hear him. Drop down and come back. I'm going to drop the link in there for you.
Okay.
They do that sometime.
All of them fall under the same caveat of a cap issue. Even if he takes the minimum than for the contract. The biggest issue for me with any of these, and I mean, I do agree with Chucky or at
It was either Chucky or easier said than done.
Yeah, easy.
What's that?
The big issue is I do kind of agree
Can
with
y'all hear me? Because I can hear y'all.
But I also view LeBron is too much of a stat patter. Everywhere he goes, he tries to funnel the offense through him, and it always ends up ruining team chemistry no matter which way you cut it. At least that's how I look at things.
Okay, that brings up an interesting topic then. And you good, Chuck. We hear you, Chuck. You don't got to worry about your mic. We hear you. He was just talking. But my thing is, where do you see LeBron James playing? Like, do you see him number 2 option, number 3 option on any of these teams that he get to? What role do you see him playing once he get there?
He the bench role.
You could try to put him in the starting line with any of these teams, but he's gonna have to be stuck playing second fiddle to everybody else, regardless of where he goes. And personally, I would say his best fit would be Cleveland. Link for the whole close the book on his story narrative. Start his career in Cleveland and end his career in Cleveland.
That would make the most sense. But if he's chasing the ring, he would go to Philly. Or
I don't see him being the number 2 option in Cleveland. Anybody seeing him being the number 2 option?
No, he ain't no number 2 option. He gonna be number 1 option off the bench, though.
He's not going to the bench. You can get that out of your mind, bro.
What you mean?
That might be what you want, but he's not going to the bench.
That's not happening.
That ain't happening, bro.
Especially in Cleveland.
At 41 years old, he can't accept coming off the bench. That is a hard reality. That just sounds impossible.
That's what you want to happen, but he's not coming off the bench.
Like,
I'm telling you.
You know who we dealing with, bro. This not a regular person. This is LeBron James, man. We know he got an ego the size of Lake Erie, man. Come on now.
Man, this boy, he ain't running like no gazelle no more. He just gotta admit that. That's all.
Yeah,
this is why I have a problem with him.
But you got to look at it from this aspect.
Like if
he's 40, hold on, look at it from this aspect. Easier said than done.
Last year he was the best player.
Hold on, bro. Look at it. Look at it from this. You might can't hear me. 99%. Hold on, Easy. Listen, you got to look at it from this perspective. He's 41 years old. Do you want to warm him up, sit him down, and then have to warm him up again? I don't think you want to do that with an older model car. That's why he doesn't play well after halftime. You want to warm him up before the game, keep him warm, let him play, and then at halftime, you're going to have to try to warm him up again. You don't want a 41-year-old getting up and down and sitting up and down. What do you think about that?
That's how his mind is working.
Right there. That's like
Easy. You got to get your mic fixed because you can't hear everybody.
Saying, bro, like
I got to kick him off. He can't hear everybody. He can't hear me. So he got to get his mic fixed.
But nah, I just don't see LeBron at 41 just at the start of competing with all these young boys right now. I'm looking at the summer league, like he gonna run with these boys right here. Nah, I don't see.
The NBA is not putting LeBron on the bench, bro.
Okay, so let me ask y'all a question. What do you all think his best fit would be?
Ooh.
I say
it has to be somewhere that has very little to no bench depth, and in that option, you'd have to go with either Miami or Philadelphia.
I think his best fit is with Philly because the storyline would be great. Because Kobe played in Philly, his dad is
no
Philly.
Cleveland.
No, I think the storyline is better in Philly, and they got a young Lions around them that can push the tempo when he's not having a good game. Maxey and Brown can carry a team.
I think LeBron James could be overkill in Philly.
I think he's gonna sit back and play. He can play the fiddle real good. It's not too much pressure on him. He can pass the ball whenever he wants to anybody at all 4 positions. They all can score. So
and he wants to be a passer anyway.
Yeah, he can show you Magic Johnson now.
The only thing I don't like about Philly,
he can sit back and let Maxey do his thing, push the tempo, and then if he's having a big game, let him roll.
Yeah, VJ get the rolling. That's when he get the ball to him. Then if Embiid actually healthy, then he can get the ball in him.
I don't see enough in
Yeah,
Cleveland.
but what you gonna do?
Cleveland
What you gonna do with the little guard? He like the ball in his hands.
We talking about
he gonna have the ball in his
No,
hands.
I'm talking
Come on,
about
Maxey.
Tyrese.
Listen. LeBron is going to play like a point forward. LeBron get the ball off the rim. You know LeBron know how to get his buckets. He gonna keep the ball when he get it off the rim, and then when he get across half
Tyrese
court,
like that ball in his hands now.
yeah. But Tyrese is going to run it sometimes, but he will defer to LeBron on certain situations. Trust me.
Oh yeah.
Trust me. He going to defer to LeBron. That's LeBron James.
And offensively, I think they would be great. But the problem I have with that team theoretically is the defensive side, fellas. Like,
well, look at Cleveland. You got Harden that can't guard nobody. Come on now. We're gonna send him to Cleveland with no defensive guards. At least Jaylen Brown, he's a lockdown defender. You ain't gotta worry about him.
But at least Cleveland has size and they got big man defense, Kwame. They got rebounding. Like they got stuff to buffer. They got stuff to buffer like they team defensively. You know what I'm saying? You can't rely on Embiid to be no defensive presence no more. He used to be. That's not what he do no more.
But if you gonna foul your bigs out in Cleveland with James Harden and LeBron on the court at the same time, that's two guys they can blow by.
Yeah,
Mitchell is not a great defender; he's a scorer.
That's a fact.
So you got three guys that everybody can beat with one dribble. You might as well take your center and sit him on the bench. You got to at least be able to wall up with a Jaylen Brown. I would love to play against a Jaylen Brown because I know I don't got to worry about on that side right there. He's going to lock that up. I don't have to help as much. So I can help another guy a little more. Coming off a pin down, I could be that guy to chuck him and get it away because I know Jaylen Brown good money. It just anchors your defense when you got a lockdown guard. Y'all think defense is about having a shot blocking big man? No, it's a give and take because the more you let a guy blow by you, I don't give a damn unless you just like an elite shot blocker or you wall up good, you're gonna end up in foul trouble.
You know what? I did think about that. If I keep letting my defender just blow by me and get to the rim, how many times could you block him?
More often than not, these skilled players are gonna find a way to jump into you and get a foul call.
Okay. All right.
So we love guards that can at least, if you can't play great defense, play position defense. Just keep your body in between that guy. So maybe I can get up there and block a shot. But if it's just all blow-bys, man, please. You better have Wemby back there.
God damn. You're gonna need a real stretch out.
Yeah, that's why
the only reason you get LeBron if you're Philadelphia is one thing. You haven't gotten over the second round postseason hump in over 25 years.
Whoa. That sounds like
he'll get him over the hump because they're gonna get a favorable whistle. They'll get him in. He'll get over the hump in Philly.
It's Philly, dog. I ain't gonna lie. They got Jaylen Brown and Embiid. I just don't see him losing.
The 76ers are a team that have not made the conference finals, not on the NBA finals, since AI was there in 2001, and they haven't won a title since '83.
Look, man, hey, man, you just seen the Knicks one. We ain't seen them win in over 50 years, so anything is possible.
It ain't been that long, bro. You talking about 50 years?
It was.
Preach. Anything is possible.
Anything is possible. The Knicks one, dog. I ain't never thought.
3 years, Kwame.
And now the team with the longest title around the NBA is still Sacramento. They haven't won one since the 50s.
Didn't nobody expect nothing from Sacramento, them cowbells. I'm sorry. I don't expect nothing from Sacramento, dog. I think that's like the one city we can all admit they're not going to give one to. They'll give Brooklyn before they give one to Sacramento. For LeBron, I think it's best for him to go to Philly if he's looking for a ring. But if he's just doing it for the legacy, I think he'll just go back to Cleveland and just say, "Oh yeah, I'm retired with my sons here."
Man, LeBron, thinking about the legacy right now. He got another 2 years left in him. He gonna do it later. LeBron gonna try to get one more ring, man.
LeBron gonna surprise all y'all. He gonna surprise all y'all and go back to Miami.
Ooh, Pat Riley gonna be surprised he signed that contract. What? What you mean? Ain't nobody gonna be surprised but Pat. Pat is surprised.
Going back to Miami.
Yo, He gonna have to accept that. It's Bam team over there. Ain't nobody team but Bam's.
No, that's Freak. That's the Greek Freak team.
What? Y'all calling the Greek Freak team over Bam's? That's fucked
Yeah,
up.
absolutely.
Gosh. Nigga, that's called the Invader. That nigga just came over there, invaded the whole spot, and took over.
Hey man, he the only one on the roster got a championship. That done led an organization to a championship.
Yeah, all roads lead through Giannis. What you talking about?
Hey man, I thought it was Bam team at first. You know, even though he didn't win no rings, he was out there putting in that work.
The key word you said that was war. But this was team, not no more.
Key word was. All right.
Yeah, the key word was that you said. It damn sure was Bam team. It damn sure was Bam team, but it ain't his team no damn more. I can tell you that, boy. You gonna have Giannis on a team? Oh, I shouldn't have had this playing this whole time. You gonna have Giannis on a team with with Bam and think it's gonna be Bam's team? Come on,
he
dog.
outscored Kobe this season, man. I thought he jumped over the Freak this year.
That's
Like,
just one game though. You talking about
man.
building a team
You gotta win
around a young
championships.
player and championships. That's one game.
True.
Greek Freak is the best player on the team. He the man, but Bam is the heart and soul and the foundation of the team. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Just like
I would
Udonis
agree
was
with
the
that,
heart and soul of the
100%.
team. That didn't make him the franchise player.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Shit.
That's fair.
Anybody will tell you that the whole time UD was there, he was the heart and soul of that team. But Dwayne Wade was still a franchise player. Shit.
I just learned that Udonis Haslem went to high school out there in Miami too. I was like, wow.
Yeah, he's from Miami. He's from
Yeah,
Miami.
yeah, he's from there.
From Miami.
Went
I
to
didn't even know that.
Florida University, so yeah, he a straight Florida boy for sure.
See.
And he from the rough. He from the rough part of Miami too.
See, I didn't
So
even know
true.
that. So who y'all got coming out the East? If y'all seen the teams playing out the way they are.
I may be a Knicks fan, but if we're going by playoff pattern with what we've seen with the conference finals the last 4 years, I'm going to say Cleveland.
Cleveland? You got Cleveland coming out? I haven't seen, unless LeBron coming back to there. I don't see that.
Yeah, I don't see that either. I don't see that at all.
I got Philly.
My second choice would be the Knicks.
I got Philly.
Breaking
Jaylen
news:
Brown.
LeBron going to Memphis. That is BS.
So listen, you have no confidence in Philadelphia at all.
No, he does
me?
not.
I do.
Okay.
I have supreme confidence in Philly and Jaylen Brown's ability to help carry a team as a number 2 or number 1.
I'm rolling.
Yeah, I like Philly. I like Philly with or without LeBron.
You got to think about it. If Jaylen Brown can have Boston at number 2 with the team that they had, you telling me?
I'm gonna
with
say this:
Maxey,
it depends
he can't
on
make the
what
playoffs?
LeBron's gonna do and where he's going, and it's also going to depend on. I like what the Pistons done by bringing that little point guard in from Stanford, and then figuring out what they're gonna do with Jalen Duren. If they can get Jalen Duren back at a nice number and go get another piece, they'll be all right too.
Also, get Jalen to
I
learn.
think Jalen Duren a
how to
restricted free
shoot.
agent anyway. I think he's a restricted free agent. He can't even go nowhere.
Well, he went on a visit. He went on a visit to the Lakers.
Yeah, he can go. He can go somewhere else if the Pistons don't match the offer. He can go.
Right.
Yeah, but you know the Pistons more than likely gonna match the offer depending on where he's trying to go.
That's what they doing. Like they didn't want to sign him to the max that he was slotted for. So they basically letting the market get his contract for them. They told him, we're not paying you this. So you go out there and try to get that money somewhere else. Once him and his agent see that they're not gonna get that money, they're gonna have to come down to a number that is more favorable for the Pistons.
Jalen Duren
That's business.
Yeah,
Jalen Duren problem is self-inflicted. When you get paid to win, he was great during the regular season. He was great when the old boy was out. In the playoff, he disappeared. So now he's going to have to go out and get an offer sheet. And the offer sheet that he's going to go get, the number that he's at, is probably the same number that Detroit was at. So it's self-inflicted. He can either run the risk of trying to go and play it out and be unrestricted, and then they can play with his minutes and sit his ass down and fluctuate his minutes, or he can take the deal and worry about getting some endorsement deals off the court. But his playoff was abysmal.
Yeah, that was horrible. And like, if I was him, to be honest, I would try to work with the Pistons because I would be ashamed of myself. And I'd be like, you know what?
That
I'm gonna take a
Magic
nice
series was
contract.
horrible. Like he did
But
horrible
I
during
do
the
need to
playoff
prove
series.
myself. So I'm
Like
gonna.
during that Magic series, he was horrible. During the Cleveland series, he was a no-show. I was like, bro, what's up with him? He was cool all up until the playoffs started. I don't know what's up with him.
Teams like, wait a minute now, we want to see something.
Yeah, they're not about to give him that money when you perform like that when it matters most. Like nobody wants to start a situation like on their hands.
And should they give him the money if he go out there and underachieve?
No,
They're not gonna give him no money. He's gonna have to go out and get an offer.
You gotta go out there, man. You gotta get out there and you gotta make it happen when it count the most.
Yeah, Brian Cardinal had a playoff series. He ain't played damn near the whole. He was okay during the whole year. He had a playoff series for Dallas and got $36 million off one playoff series.
Yeah,
That's the way it worked.
Yeah, I remember
If he would have played well in the playoffs, he would have got $300 million. And even now, he still could get $200 million. It's just that ain't what he want.
damn.
If it's all
He
right,
probably
Kwame,
get 220.
I'm gonna hop out. I'll catch you next time.
All right, brother.
All right, Matt. Salute.
Man.
Man.
All right, man. Salute, man.
Yeah, he still could probably get $200-something million. It's just that ain't what he want.
Boy, he being a little too picky. You remind me of one of my bad chicks.
He would have got it if he would have played well in the playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all was talking about Kuminga earlier. They're worse
He
than him.
actually showed up in the playoffs. I ain't gonna lie to you and say he didn't show up in the playoffs. Like if he didn't show up in the playoffs, we wouldn't have said nothing about it. We wouldn't have cared about him leaving Atlanta.
No, I was talking about because Kwame earlier said he should have took the money that they was offering him before because now he's not even getting the same type of offer. That's what I was saying as far as Durant. Like he might want to take that offer now because it might get worse for him for real.
Man, shit.
With this league, it can definitely get worse for you.
Yeah, we seen Dennis Schroeder. We've seen this happen before.
Man, I don't know who Tobias Harris' agent is, but I need him. That's who I need, dog. I didn't think he deserved. I didn't think he made that much money.
Did you see his shooting percentage?
Man,
I seen the shooting percentage, but I seen the
Spurs got better. I'm telling you. The Spurs got a guy. The Spurs got a guy that can hit a three-pointer and that's gonna hustle hard. That when you pull Wemby away from the basket, he's gonna go get a rebound. That's what they were missing. They were missing that guy that's going to go in there and stick his head up under the rim, and you're not going to push him around. And you're not going to push him around.
Yeah, that was a solid pickup for the Spurs. I like their draft picks too. Chucky said something about I forgot how to pronounce his name, but the guard from the Pistons. I liked him. That was a good pickup, Chucky. But I feel like the Pistons messed up, man. I don't think they should have let Isaiah Stewart go. I
think they really messed up with that one.
Yeah, because like it's something. It's about more than numbers. Like he was like far as he was the culture setter for them. He was like a part of their identity. That little fake bad boy 3.0 they was trying to do over there, like that just left with him. So
he was almost like the impact of Ben Wallace on that team for me. It was like that's Ben Wallace to y'all right now.
Yeah, a poor man version, right? But at the same time, like they that was a key to their identity, like they aura. Like
what y'all missed is that Durant kind of fed off of his energy.
That's what I'm saying.
When he was out, Durant didn't play well when he was out.
That's Kwame. You hit the nail on the head, Kwame.
To make you go. You know, it's a head buster. Set it off first, then make everybody go.
Yeah, because Durant, he like, oh yeah, I got my brother with me. Yeah, well, y'all ain't gonna do nothing now. But without your brother behind you, you're not gonna be so tough though. Like it's one of them type of situations.
Hey, that's where you need to.
You said y'all tripping Durant all NBA. I'm not saying he's not. He wasn't all NBA during the playoff series, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
and that's what the teams are going off of. We got to take the emotions out of it.
That's why I need to be all
pro. You can't take away from his numbers that he put up. He was averaging something like 26 and 13 at one point. It was crazy, and his average was up from 17 points. If he would have had a double-double in the playoffs, he could have averaged 15 and 10 and would have got that money. Yeah. But you can't have that much of a drop-off.
Yeah, he
And
averaged like
then
11 and 8 or something like that. It was horrible, man. It was horrible, man. Like you said, that's too much of a drop ball, Kwame.
They spending that kind of money on you. They expecting you to carry a team, and they didn't see carry a team mentality.
Yeah, so I kind of think Detroit gonna
yeah,
take
he
a
was
step
averaging like
back, man.
only 10 points and 8
Unfortunately for them,
rebounds. So
because that number one seed, like that's they're not gonna see that again. Not
what?
for a little while.
No,
Yeah, because
it's over
teams
with.
getting better. Teams getting better, and I didn't see them really get too much better. They got John Collins. I like him. I like John
I did
Collins.
not like John Collins. I was so
Yeah,
bad
I
with
like
I
John
don't,
Collins.
look,
That's a nice pickup. They
I
got
don't think that's a
somebody
good
else too.
pickup.
Who else they
But
get? They got
drop Isaiah Stewart to get John Collins is like the worst pickup to me. I'm like, why'd you do that?
yeah. That's why I
I
didn't
hope
love
this
it
boy
because I'm
have this
like,
confidence during the season because this shit look awful good right now, boy. Look,
See,
2 men on him. I hope he had his confidence during the season, man.
man, you know that's not them the rookies, man. That's why he doing it. He's seen them
See,
before.
Kwame, my brother a Bulls fan, right? And after they picked Kayla, I was telling him, like, man, y'all back, bro. Y'all got a chance. Da, 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 da. He was kind of ho-hum. He was like, man, we gonna see, man. We gonna see. Like, he haven't been excited basically since Jordan. Like, he got signed with D-Rose, but after that, he was, he hasn't cared about the Bulls. So he was kind of ho-hum about Caleb and everything, right? After after that game, he dropped 35. He called me the next day. He was like, bruh, you was right, bruh. He was so happy. He was like, man, I ain't gonna lie, we might have a chance, bruh. Da, 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 da. He was so
Who was
excited
that?
to talk about the Bulls, man. I was like, wow,
Darius
like
Aker, he
you
ain't shy
finally,
either,
I'm
boy.
so happy you got a chance to be happy again, man.
Man, he was locked on that shot. I ain't gonna lie, that was a tough
What you
one.
say, Kwame?
No, I'm saying that he asked who he was.
Yeah, because he hit a tough shot. And I was like, bro, I don't know who that was who came over that pin down screen hit that.
A-Cuff, yeah, he liked that. A-Cuff like that for sure.
And he came over there and defended the shot. Okay. How tall is Aker?
I think he about 6'2". 6'6". Yeah, he's not that tall. He like 6'1", 6'2".
Let's see if he athletic.
Yeah, he athletic though.
Oh, he
Very
ain't got
quick.
that thing.
The thing I like about A-Cuff is he's a scorer, a natural scorer, but he also is a legit point guard. Like, he actually runs your team's offense. Like, he knows how to take a step back and let the offense do what it got to do. He's
He
not just
said
like a ball
Pistons
hog.
still the top 4 in the East. I don't know about that, Jay.
Ooh, they
Pistons
arguing
still
about
top
that.
4. That's a question
Yeah,
mark, man.
I don't know if they ain't
That's a
top
question
4.
mark, dog. I ain't
They
gonna
still
lie.
got that boy
They lost
Sir
Tobias
Thompson.
Harris. They lost Isaiah Stewart.
They still got that
Who else?
Thompson brother from
I don't
Oakland.
know. I don't know, man. They kind of they're an interesting team.
I don't think they're number 4 seed at all.
Hey, look,
Yeah,
I like
they
the kid
got the guy
it's gonna
Thompson.
from
be
they
tough.
got
A lot of
Isaiah
teams
Joe,
got
who's
better.
a
Like the
baller from
Hawks got
Oklahoma
better.
City.
I don't know if
I
y'all
like
seen
that
they
dude
got
from
they
Take
Luka
Oakland,
Tobias Harris
yesterday in the
Sir
place, so they
game.
done got
Thompson.
younger.
Hold on, y'all. Let me hear what Chucky's saying real quick. What you say, Chuck?
They went and got Isaiah Joe. They made a trade for Isaiah Joe, who's a baller coming off the bench from Oklahoma City, who's a younger version of Tobias Harris. And they just made a trade and got somebody else, another player. I can't think of his name right now, right offhand. So all those guys that they replaced, the only person that they really got rid of that they haven't really gotten a replacement for is the big man that they sent to Memphis, Beef Stew.
Well, they ain't gonna find no replacement like that.
Yeah, they ain't gonna find out. Now,
You
I was
said John
upset with
Collins
that
was a
because he
replacement. That's why I said
represented.
y'all
Like, you
tripping.
always got to have a blue collar player on the Pistons squad.
Let me ask you
But
this, Chucky. You couldn't hear me when I said this. I
I
said
could.
they really fucked up when they let him go because Darren play went down when he was suspended and he wasn't playing much. His play suffered because that Isaiah Stewart was out.
I agree. I agree. Well, you need that beef behind you, man. You know how it is, Kwame. Sometimes
Oh,
guys can put that confidence in you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, he looked at him like a big brother. You walk outside with your back up, you got your big brother with you, nigga. You a little tougher.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so that
It's like
that
Tupac
that
when he
that
walking with Suge
that
Knight.
is going to hurt them, I think. But that point guard that they brought in from Stanford, being able to move him into a spot and move K to the 2 a little bit and allow him to just to concentrate on more on scoring and not just, not ball handling duties and things like that, I think is going to pay huge dividends for them at some point in time in the season next year.
Are they still a number 4 seed?
I don't know if they're number 4 seed or not.
I don't think so. I think they're out of the top 5. Maybe they make
What?
5th seed. Maybe
Yeah,
the
I think they out. I think
What?
they're outside
You
the
think
top
the
4
Knicks better
too.
than them?
Yeah.
because you got the
Oh,
Magic,
no.
you got
Well,
the
You
okay,
got
Knicks,
the
so what?
Orlando Magic, bro.
you got the
So yeah, I was gonna
Raptors.
say, where do
If
you
that
where do you guys
Toronto,
see the Orlando
if that
Magic?
Kawhi Leonard trade go, you got the Raptors. You
Orlando
got
Magic
the
gonna be the shit.
you got the Magic, you got the Knicks, you got the
Man, we say
Sixers,
that
you got
every
the
year down here in
Cavs,
Orlando, man.
like the Hawks.
Y'all
Some
did
of them
better than you
teams.
did in a long time, bro. What you
No,
mean?
hell no, man. We was a number 8 seed, bro.
Got
But
beat
Yeah,
bro,
they
too.
had
think
injuries
about
though.
the team that
They
y'all
had a
had.
lot of
Ain't nobody
injuries.
think y'all was gonna get there.
Yeah, they had
Why
a lot of
not?
injuries.
We got them. They're the biggest starting lineup in the league.
That's the problem. You got to add some quickness.
We got some. You niggas gotta stay healthy.
Yeah,
True,
that's what I'm
but he
saying.
wasn't
Y'all
healthy
was
though.
real. Y'all was
That's the
injured a
thing.
lot.
At the right
Y'all getting
time, he wasn't
healthy.
Yeah.
available. If we got Chucky Hackers, but he on the bench, then we ain't got
Hey,
the
look.
5 starter that we need. He on the bench.
Yeah, you ain't lying. Ain't
You
no
got to
need
get
to
him
have him.
cracking, baby.
Hey, look. Ain't no need you having Michael Jackson if you can't get him to the damn stage. You ain't lying about
Exactly.
that. Now.
Michael Jackson is in the back, y'all. Just wait. Michael Jackson is in the back. Don't nobody care when
Yeah.
he's in the back. They want him
Yeah.
on the stage, baby.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. But I think every year they got a chance. It's just, you got to stay healthy, man. And you got to be at your best when your best is required.
And that's why I think they added that big, which when he was in Orlando, he was solid. Vucevic or whatever his name is.
Vucevic. You like
Yeah.
Vucevic?
You talking about you added in a guy that can go out and give you 12 and 12 every night.
Fred
He older,
Wagner good
Kwame.
too. Fred
Huh?
Wagner good.
He older.
He is. That's why I said 12 and 12. When he was younger, he was giving you 18 and goddamn 15. 20 and 15. I think he still do 10 and 10, 12 and 12 every night off the bench.
Okay. Well, maybe you know something that we don't know because he went to Boston last year and they didn't play him.
Because you had who did they have at Boston last year ahead of him?
Shit, nobody better than him.
Yeah, it was Quita.
I don't know why they didn't play him. You know how I go when you get to certain teams, they don't utilize your services. But the young man started hitting threes for the Bulls all of a sudden. He'll hit 2 or 3 threes, get up in there and get 2 or 3 duck in. He have 10 points easy.
Okay. All right.
He just a solid big. He might not get enough minutes to get you 12 rebounds, but I can see him averaging for you 12 and 8, 12 and 7 easy.
Gotcha.
Where did he sign to, Kwame? You know?
He down there in Orlando. He went back home.
Oh, he went back to Orlando. Oh, okay.
Being that he was the man in Orlando when he was there. So I think he's gonna be riding high off that. He's familiar with the city. It's not like it's new to him. He probably gonna hang out with his old golf buddies. Chucky know this. On and off the court, being comfortable in both settings is important.
Absolutely.
He moving into a situation where he already familiar with.
Yeah, I mean, you making a great point.
I don't think he hurts that team. I think he adds some size. So when guys do get hurt, you got a solid. I would rather have that type of veteran that still got something in the tank than a guy that's just going to mentor a young guy.
Yeah. Got a point.
It's good to have that wily veteran that can talk that shit to young players that can still hoop, though.
Yeah, that's for real.
What's my boy name? Wendell Carter. He could use
that is for real.
Tutelage. He could definitely use some tutelage, man. Wendell Carter. So that's a good move.
You heard what Chucky said. He said that is for real.
Yeah, that is for real. Because that's all we want. That's the only thing we understand as a young player. We don't want to hear all that what you used to be.
Nuh-uh. If you can still get out here and kick ass and talk to me, boy, you get all kind of respect, boy.
Absolutely.
That's all you need to do. That's what you got to do to most young players. You got to be able to talk to them and breathe it into them, but you still got to be able to kick some ass. You still got to be able to do that thing that they can respect. And that's what it's about. Chucky ain't just say, hey, we got to do the pick and roll like this. He did it. So it's like, shit, let's go.
Yeah, you got to be able to do it because that's the only thing we respect. You know what I'm saying? As ball players, because that's what we see. That's what we in. Don't get over there and tell me, don't talk my head off, and then you can't get out there and you can't show and tell, show and prove.
Stephen A. Blow V8.
Oh wow. See, I don't respect those little
Stephen A.
That's my new
spectators.
roller. Blow V8.
Oh man, Stephen A. Don't get started with him, man. Please.
Y'all never seen him in the locker room before?
Man, I see Stephen A. on the court. I ain't never see him really. He not really no locker room guy like that. And when early on, he used to be in the locker room in Philly.
Yeah,
That's
Philly,
about
yeah.
it.
Yo,
That's what he used to. That's what he used to be. That's where I know him from being in the locker room.
Yeah, I always
He was
knew him
always
as
around at the games and
I
stuff, but
was
most of the
young.
time we've seen him in Philly.
He was always AI friend to me when I was a little kid. That was AI friend.
Man, you still a little kid, young buck.
Yeah, nah, that shit over
You
with.
up
I'm
here
gangster.
25, talking about he grown. Come on, man. You barely thinking.
Man, look, man.
You
I'm
still a
retired,
YN. I
man.
can smell the YN on your breath, boy.
No, I'm retired. KB. I'm told
Just
you.
a couple months ago, you was a YN. Now you retired.
I'm retired. I told you. All that they done caught up to me.
You still a crash out because you got an old lady. You know you got to be all you can be for her. You still a crash
Yeah,
out.
that's all you can do. That's all I can crash out for, and it feels stupid. You don't even get respect for that either.
You hear this
You
young
want to put
nigga,
your
man?
life on the line, they still don't respect you. That's why I'm like, this shit ain't even working. Being a man is
Also, you gonna
overrated.
be a retired crash out? Okay, good job, man.
Yeah, I'm retired, y'all. It's retired.
Good,
It's
man.
overrated.
I'm
Being a
happy
man
for
is overrated. Nigga, they don't give you no credit, even though you putting your life on the line out here in the streets. So it's no
Y'all know a team I feel like people sleeping on a little bit.
Who?
If that trade go through, I think the Raptors can be real dangerous, man.
In the East, for sure.
Oh
I
yeah, they
think
got
the Raptors can be
Brandon
real
Ingram.
dangerous.
If they
With
get Kawhi, we gotta
Scotty
have a new
Barnes together,
conversation.
I like that duo.
Yeah, if they get Kawhi, we gotta have a new conversation. I'll tell you another team that people may not know that might make the play in Portland.
Portland.
You got some
believe in
hungry
Ja
young
Morant,
talent out there.
No,
Huh?
I don't believe Dame is a good role model for Dame. I mean, Ja Morant. If y'all want him to
Dame want to
become,
get the hell up out of there. He said. They said.
Yeah, I don't see Dame sticking around that joint. Too much going on.
But they look at the pieces that they still got. If Dame leave, they still got Drew Holiday.
And they still got
They
Scoot
still got
Henderson,
Ja.
too.
They still got. Didn't they just sign Drew Holiday's brother?
They might have signed him. I'm not sure.
Let me see.
What was that
They
big
still
tall
got-
guard
they
they
still
just
got
signed?
Shaden
That's Drew
Sharp.
Holiday's
They still
brother. Ugly
got,
motherfucker look like
Scoot Henderson.
Siakam.
Yeah, you talking about Aaron Holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they got an interesting team, Kwame. But how you think they're gonna work that dynamic between like Ja and Dame though, Kwame? Like, what you think about that?
What do you say?
How you think they're gonna work that dynamic out between Ja and Dame Lillard?
I think Dame ready to go.
Yeah, I believe the same thing.
I think
the
Dame's
same
gonna be
thing.
the one up out of there. If Ja Morant coming there with the right mindset, I think Dame gonna force a trade.
Well,
I knew somebody had to go, but I would think they would want to move Drew Holiday. That all that money that he got, but if somebody got to go, but it looked like it's gonna be Dame.
They just signed Dame.
But if he don't want to be there, if you sign in players that he don't think that's gonna make him win, and he don't want to be there, then what?
Yeah, because people don't realize this, Kwame. When he went back to Portland, that they still had their original ownership that the owners that he got drafted by. You know, they just sold to new people. So these new people, they don't have the same allegiance to Dame like the old ownership did. So I know Dame kind of probably got shocked by that trade. I'm with you, Kwame. I don't think he vibing with what's going on now. He probably trying to get up out of there now.
But who would need Dame Leonard right now? Like, trade him to the Hawks.
The
I don't know, but I don't think he want to be in Portland no more.
I can see. I know Detroit can use him for sure. Detroit can use him. I don't know if they. I don't know if that's how they can make it happen, but they can use somebody like.
I'll say this. Can I say this?
I think.
Yeah, somebody said Miami. Miami damn sure could use them, boy.
Miami
Yeah,
definitely
But
could use
can
him.
I say this? Before Dame could start making any type of demands on where he need to find out if he can play and be on the same level he was before he tore his Achilles.
Why you think they put somebody behind him? They ain't trying to hear that shit he talking about.
Yeah.
Ooh, they don't
Shit.
believe
You
him.
gotta
That's
figure out
the
if he
thing
can
to
play.
say.
They got Drew Holiday as insurance, and they got that boy Ja as insurance. They brought in some
Yeah.
real insurance if he can't play.
Hey, hey,
And
sitting
guess
on the
what
end of
they'll
the
do?
sit.
Guess what they'll do, Chucky? They'll grant his wish.
What's up?
They'll grant his wish if he
Man.
want to go with a bad Achilles and knee problems. They'll grant his wish.
Man, what you say, man? Like it's different from just shooting in that gym by yourself and ain't nobody hitting you and touching you versus you out there running up and down that court, got to defend and guard people too now.
Uh-huh. They,
Y'all
they,
do.
they got a lot of guards at Portland that they letting them know, look, you got to show us something. Even though they said that about Ja in the media, you gotta earn it. They pretty much just warning him, like, look, we ain't taking no bullshit, but they're not worried about his talent. They know he got talent.
Yeah, and another
Man,
thing that people not talk about Kwame was in regards to that whole situation out there, is the Nike Town like situation. Like Jaws
Mm-hmm.
is Nike top basketball athlete right now, as far as the sales with the shoes. Dame is Adidas. Like Dame spent his whole career building that brand out there in Portland in the middle of Nike country. He built that Adidas brand, and then now they come and bring in the biggest Nike you know what I'm saying, basketball athlete into Nike Town, into your town. So it's like everything is lined up for Ja to like get pushed to be that guy and for Dame to get pushed out the side door. That's what it looked like to me. Cause like everybody gonna attract to Dame, you know, I mean to
it's looking
Ja,
like
because he's a
Dame is
Nike
gonna.
athlete. That you in Oregon, that's Nike Town. You got the top basketball Nike shoe. Like everything lined up for him to be the guy. So how is Dame supposed to deal with all that? Like I'm with Kwame. I think Dame about to ask to get up out of there, man.
I'm thinking that he ain't looking too good. So the ownership already bringing in new players. Like we ready to get you up out of here. We good.
Oh, so you saying that they took a look at him? They don't think he
They
that
took
guy
a
no
look
more.
at him like, oh yeah, we don't think you're gonna be that guy. Okay, we can make some moves already.
Okay,
Heading
yeah, I
towards
mean
the
that makes sense
future.
too, though.
Yeah.
Definitely, that makes sense too because he is getting older. I mean, and even prime Dame, he can only take you but so far, you know. So
I mean, do you think Dame is still in his prime right now after all these injuries? Like,
no, that's what I'm saying. I said even prime Dame can only take you so far, and I don't believe he in his prime anymore. Yeah, I don't think so.
yeah, it's over with now. He got the edge of it right now. He looking at the end of his career right now.
Yeah, that's why I feel like you know, a team like Detroit who got a young horse, a young superstar. He don't have to be that guy. He come to a team like Detroit. That'll be a good move for him
Yeah.
because he not that type of dude that can carry the load no more. And I don't think
I don't
so.
think he's willing to come off the bench. Cause I'm like, Cade, I don't think he can start over Cade. I'm like, who you gonna start
Now
over
I'm saying
Cade?
I think they can start together. That's what I
Yeah.
think. I think they can start together because even though Dame is quote unquote a point guard, he loves to shoot and score for real. So he don't have to worry about being a ball handler like that because that's what Cade do. Cade can still be the point guard, run the offense. Dame can get the ball in his hand, do what he got to do, and be more of a shooter off the ball player. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that'd be a good role for him at this point in his career because he don't have to shoulder the load
So
of being that
what
guy
you
because he
gonna
getting
have
older.
what you gonna have Drew Holiday do?
Now we talking about Detroit
Oh,
for
you talking
Dame
about
Lillard.
Detroit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that hurt Detroit. You got to
That's what
understand,
I'm
just
saying.
like Chucky say, when you tear your Achilles, you're not going to move laterally the same. So you're talking about bringing a aging scorer that couldn't really play defense in the beginning, and now you're going to ask him to try to guard these little shifty guards undersized. I don't think he's the same player no more after this.
I mean, regardless, wherever he go, he got to guard somebody. So you know,
Yeah,
so
but if he goes somewhere that he don't have to be Dame Dollar or Dame the one we used to know, if he can go somewhere and fit in as a supporting role, then maybe it's a little bit different. But if you're going to ask him to take the bulk of the minutes after a torn Achilles and former knee problems, I don't think he's that player no more.
I mean, I agree. I don't think he that guy no more, but I feel like Detroit is a good spot for exactly what you said because they got a lot of things around him where he don't have to be that guy. They got the rookie dude that Chucky brought up. I like him, the young guard. They got Asor Thompson. They got Cade. They
So you
don't
start
need
him
him
or
to
bring him off
be.
the bench? You start him or bring him
Yeah,
off the bench to Detroit?
Off the bench.
I don't.
Oh, off the bench. You know how much money he
Yeah,
make? The
Yeah,
money
I
is
don't
too
see
much.
that working
I
out though.
know.
You got to
That's
start
the
him. You
sad
got
part.
to
He's gonna
start
be
him.
like the
You
most
can't
off
Okay,
like
so
get that
this.
kind of money.
listen, chat, listen, panel. If not Detroit, what's the best spot for Dame? I want to get this out. I want to see what's the best spot for him.
The problem is going to be it's going to be hard to say the best spot because you got a guy who making max money that you want to come up that y'all are saying is the best thing is to come off the bench. What
I'm
team
not
can
saying that.
afford
I'm
that
not
type of
saying that.
money?
I'm not
Okay,
saying
so
that.
you think he's a starter?
Yeah, I think he's still a starter.
So somebody said Houston because all they got is a Van Fleet and he could be hurt. He gets hurt a lot, so Houston might be a good fit for him.
To
Talking
be
about
honest,
playing significant minutes.
the best place I thought with that he could have went before the offseason started was Minnesota. But obviously he
No.
can't go there no more because they already got LaMelo.
No.
But
Before
who
that
got the
LaMelo
money to
move,
take on that salary and still be able to build their team with that much salary on a guy with a torn Achilles? He on a
That's what
minimum?
I'm saying. No, he ain't on no minimum.
He ain't on no minimum contract. He's still under that contract where he got that bread, ain't it?
Yeah, like he's still Dame Dollar. That's why he over here acting
I'm about to say he had just got that paper. That contract up.
Yeah, he's still balling.
yeah, that contract make it tough though. That definitely make it tough.
He on his
He just can't go anywhere.
Nah, he not on no goddamn minimum, bro.
It's gonna be interesting though.
Let me look up what Dame Dollar got left on his contract.
I'm telling you, he's still getting top dollar. That's why everybody like trying to stay away from that contract.
Yo,
He's still in there. But nah, I think that man making what? How much he making? Let me see. I'm gonna look it up right now, just in front of you.
The man got
Yo,
71
y'all can hear me?
million remaining.
Damn.
It says in 2026, he has 2 years and roughly 71 million remaining.
Damn.
2 years, 71 million. His contract was signed 141 million from 2025 to 2027.
So he's still balling.
He making way too much money for a team to just take him on.
You can't come off the bench making that much money, huh? You just can't do it, huh?
God, damn, he got 2 years, 71 million.
I mean, see, you retired too early. That's what I was saying.
I'm trying to tell you, that man getting 35 million this year. You say about 35, you say about 35 million. Ain't nobody taking that from a dude with a knee and an Achilles tear that's older. He gonna be right there in Portland until he shows something.
Yeah, you're a grown man too. You like 34? Yeah. You can't have that. Yeah, I'm sorry, OG.
Oh,
Man say he on a minimum deal. He not on no minimum deal. He get 35 mil.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I don't see him and Ja working out too good. I don't know why. I think their personality is gonna they're not gonna mix too good. Because Dame more like a serious. He a cool dude, but he more like serious about his business type of dude.
Man, Dame will box him in his mouth if he say something crazy today. Dame gonna box him in his mouth.
Dame from Oakland, y'all better recognize
that boy box on the side. He advertised boxing, so he gonna box him in the mouth. It ain't gonna be all that talking and bip bopping. He gonna get to it.
That's the old school way of things. When you don't know what else to say, you let your hands talk.
Yeah, he gonna get to it. Man, shut up, YN. You gonna let that pistol
because
Ja, the old schools be quick to fight you. I ain't gonna lie, they will be quick to put their hands on you. Just listen to them, no matter what.
Yeah. Come here, you little young punk. You ever hear that? Boy, you gonna get the whipping on your life.
Y'all still immature a little bit, man. I don't know if y'all peeped this little interview he did with Paul. It wasn't bad, but you can see he still got some of that YN up in him, man.
Yeah, he definitely do.
I mean,
so
but
I don't think Dame gonna take too kind of that.
I mean, I look at Ja and I look at him like a project. Like, man, look, Dame, you from Oakland. You already done dealt with millions of kids like him. I don't think you should have no problem talking to this man.
I agree with that. But I just think
I'm sorry. From the guy who's from Oakland, from the same place, you should not have that much of a problem with him, bro.
Nah, listen, this is what I feel like gonna happen. I feel like it's gonna start off cool because Dame is that cool dude, like you said. He a real dude too, so he understands, Ja, people like Ja. But I feel like it's gonna run its course though. Eventually,
Yeah,
Ja
but I
gonna do
mean,
something, or he gonna
but
keep doing dumb
I'm looking
stuff.
at how they're gonna play together on the court because like Dame is more of a shooter, but he's not a spot up.
I think
Miller
they
type
can
of
play
shooter.
well in the court because guess what? You got Ja. I would let Ja handle the ball because you coming off of the Achilles tear, so you don't need to cut. Run for jump shots. Run to the corner. Have some down picks to come off and do what you do, which is shoot. So Ja can break down the defense. If you come off a Dame, that's a 3-pointer. Easy shot for him.
What they gonna do on defense though, Kwame? Because I brought up
Boy,
Detroit.
they gonna be in all sorts of trouble.
Yeah, that's what I said. They gonna get destroyed like on defense. Because neither one of them Bama's play defense. Like Cade, Cade is a bigger point guard. That's why I like the matchup because he's a bigger point guard, so he can check people that's not point guards. And then they got Sar Thompson, so they got the buffer defensively to actually support Dame. You know what I'm saying? Like Portland, they got Kamara.
Anything can do something. The big man's like they forwards and like they big.
Yeah, they got Klingham. Klingham's a good shot blocker in Portland. So they, but as far as the perimeter defense, they're gonna be all the way suspect because they got Abida too. Abida's like the 3 or the 4. Abida, he's a good defender, but he's not great. He's good though. He's underrated defensively. Because I'm a Wizards fan, so he was with us. I know about Abida, but I don't know. Portland, that's gonna be interesting. That's definitely interesting. What y'all think the Lakers gonna do? I think the Lakers gonna be better or worse without Brown?
Oh, they're gonna be better without Brown. I ain't gonna
lie. You asked the wrong dude that shit.
I'm sorry. I've been paying attention to what we've been seeing on film. We all can see if we get him off this court, they make it operate a little better with these white boys. It's gonna look a little different though. It's gonna like the Jerry West Lakers, but it's gonna look good.
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, that's crazy, man. I can't wait to see it though.
I'm amazed. I want to see the Timberwolves. Y'all trying to avoid the YN crew. I'm waiting to see the Timberwolves. I'm like, oh yeah, and LaMelo Ball. LaMelo Ball. Yeah,
all the YNs gonna be turned up for the Minnesota for sure. I don't know how that's gonna work on the court too. I want to hear y'all opinions.
Boy, it's gonna look like NBA Street Volume 2. Remember the little game we used to play as a kid where niggas would throw that.
Hey, Kyrie, we gotta shake the business to 10-2. We gotta get gangster. I see where they starting that trash. I gotta go over to 2.0, Kyrie. We gotta shake the business to 10-2. Hey, salute to you. Easier said than done. We're gonna end this live. I know Kyrie gonna be over there to the other channel, but we gotta tend to protect the business, man. Salute to you for coming up, man. I appreciate you. Man, anytime we talking sports, you want to come back, pull up on us.
I got you, pull up, man. Appreciate you as always, KB.
Yes, sir.
KB. Keep
all right, Kyrie, man. I'm gonna check y'all out over there 2.0, man. Salute.
Oh, we finna turn up.
Okay, man.
Yes, sir. See y'all, boy. Hey, man, I appreciate everybody who super chatted. Let me come back on camera. I had to get something to eat. I appreciate everybody who super chatted. Appreciate you, Chucky. Appreciate you, everybody who came on the panel. We up out of this thing, man. Let's go handle some sector business. Rodney edited that video out for me, so we're going to go over when Mr. Temper Tantrum Arenas came to my channel and tried to fake start a beat so he could start a show. I'll see y'all. I'm gone.